Severe weather and tornadoes breaking out in parts of the country this week. However, in April, the U.S. saw its fewest number of tornadoes since 2000. An early count puts the number of tornadoes touching down at 73 last month. That's less than half the historical average, Mike. So, but not a lot of storms really last month either.
Right. So you kind of have to put that in perspective, and that can change big time next month. So
for sure.
Something we have to watch. We want the moisture. We just don't want the severe weather. But you can see on the drought monitor, we continue to have huge concerns in a large part of the country. Now, a lot of them are in the southwest, obviously, where we don't have quite as much being grown, but nonetheless, it's always a concern that that could start to expand. Right now, it's South Texas, also North Dakota, northern South Dakota. That has been expanding into eastern portions of Montana as well. And there's that strip of drier than normal air north of the I-80 corridor, heading across the northern Mississippi Valley, Great Lakes, and into the northeast. Taking a look at the moisture and the storm systems as we start the day today. A couple of weak systems there around the Great Lakes. A couple of cold fronts keeping that cold air coming in. And there's that nice system we talked about earlier in the show that's actually going to give the northern plains a decent chance to get some moisture. Not promising widespread heavy rain yet, but it's at least a potential, and we can hope anyway. Storm system developing off the east coast, but most of that stays offshore, so we don't worry about that one. The two weak systems still kind of doing a dance up there in the northeastern part of the country, eastern portions of the Great Lakes. And there's that warm front over the plain states that will continue to pull up off moisture and put down some rain and snow to the north of it across the northern plains. And so let's hope that's a widespread rain as we head through the rest of the weekend. There's a precipitation estimate over the past 24 hours, some very light amounts, parts of the mid-Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley, lower Great Lakes. Adding in the next 36 hours, we'll see those two systems put down some areas of rain. And in fact, our model's showing a few spots getting ½ inch to almost an inch. And there you go. Our model's actually showing parts of North and South Dakota getting ½ inch to an inch. And that's just the start of it. So let's hope that keeps going. Not too much in the way of snow. Obviously, the next 36 hours we will see some in the northern Rockies and a little bit into the northern plains. We'll take that as well. High temperatures this afternoon still chilly. Great Lakes in the northeast warming up over the southern plains. We'll continue to see those chilly numbers in the eastern and northeastern portions of the country, but continuing to warm up over the southern plains because of that ridge. The trough, though, you can see kind of weakens a little bit, tries to come back as we head into early next week, and then finally moves east, and we get a more zonal flow, hopefully, as we head through next week. That's a look across the country. Now let's take a look at some local forecasts. Heading to Miles City, Montana, first of all, variably cloudy, becoming windy, high of 73. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, lots of sunshine and pleasant, high 75. And finally, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, partly sunny and pleasant, high of 55.